can't take this game, man.
This game. Five, 4. Oh,
That's Kool-Aid production, by the way.
First
Kool-Aid
of all,
production.
I've never, ever heard Kool-Aid count down that loud. 5, 4. Oh, you was excited over
forgot
there.
this one was on.
You were excited over there, man.
Hey, let's rock, man.
Well, go ahead. Kool-Aid, dive into it.
Yeah, listen, people were leaving. This was a situation where the fans were like, yo, they've mailed it in 3 games in 4 nights. They did not believe that this was a win. I may or may not have changed my record in my article, and then I had to go back
You
and
didn't
do
think
that.
you didn't think it was a win either. You didn't think and that's okay, by the way. Down 13 in the fourth, it's okay.
Last couple years, these are games that we saw them drop. That was a straight up character kind of gut check win. Your rotation is decimated. You're relying on players that have primarily been in the G League.
But that's the key. That right there. It's okay to think, okay, this, first of all, the schedule loss, right, Kool-Aid? Tough to do this.
Yeah.
It is.
It looked like a schedule
Okay,
loss.
it's not a baseball schedule, but it's still a tough schedule. Okay, number one. Number two, the fact that they were depleted. I mean, they just signed they went back and got Wendell Moore Jr. and he was on the freaking bench.
Yeah.
Okay,
They look like the Lions last year.
it looked like the Lions in the secondary against Tampa.
Yeah, that too.
So
Legion of whom?
see, yeah, the Legion of whom. And look, I'll be the first to admit, when you see a guy miss 41 shots, I mean, that's a lot, right?
record.
Not wasn't 41, but when
46.
he took 46.
Oh, yeah.
right.
45, yeah.
But when he missed as many shots as he did, and he missed a lot of shots, the most of any one player since the merger in 1976-77. That's a lot. But
Yeah.
A, he had to take them, and B, God love him for still shooting. Who else you going to give it to, right? So I think Cade Cunningham was simply spectacular last night. There's only one other player in NBA history to put up that line.
MJ.
And I give him you know what else I loved about it? He only had 2 turns.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's been big for you.
That
Kool-Aid.
has been really, really important. And Jalen Duren, God love him, right? I mean, he was good too. Should have made that free throw to make it 20 points, but whatever. He's improved his free throw shooting at almost 81%. I think it's their best win because of all those circles. Look, I don't give a crap that Washington's 1-9 now 1-10. Okay, C.J. McCollum had 42.
Piston killer for his whole career.
That Washington team felt like they had it. Detroit never gave in, and that can be contagious. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, what I appreciate about the win last night is it's not so much about the shots. I'm not looking at it like I will look at Mike Helms for Oakland. You remember Mike? I went to high school with Mike Helms, so yeah, Mike Helms led the nation.
What
in
a
scoring.
pull!
Hey,
That's a great pull, dude.
Mike Helms led the nation in scoring 2 years in a row. He was shooting 50 shots a night. This is around the time of AI as well. But it's
That's
everything
awesome.
that you said, 100%. He had to take those shots. He had to stay the course. He had to be the guy that this team could look to and say, look, our leader hasn't given up. Our fierce leaders out there putting it all on the line. I don't care if I just got here today. I'm going to put it on the line because I'm going to follow that guy that Kool-Aid says is going to be MVP someday, and I'm starting to believe him more and more. It's a great win. Like, it doesn't matter. You know, I was coming in here ready to cook. I was ready to cook both of y'all for talking. It's the Wizards. It's the Wizards. Like, what are they doing
Hey,
with the
keep it real, Bray. I respect it.
100%. But when you dive into what this win was, when you actually look behind the curtain, let me see what this game was like. It's more than just playing against the Washington Wizards. It is a game in which you could have lost because of the mitigating factors, but guys not being out there, new guys on the team, and just being – it's one of those games. It happens in the NBA like it happens in baseball. But they didn't lose. Like
And there will be
Kool-Aid said.
more.
It will.
There's going to be more, and that's okay. They may not win them all, but that is a tough win to come out of because they looked. You were there. They looked a little tired. That's okay. I'm not.
They've been
dissing
on a
them.
roll. It's 7 wins in a row.
Hell yeah, man. I mean,
It gets tiring. It gets taxing. It's
yeah.
mentally. It's mental. We talk about Planet Fitness, mental, physical.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's mental.
Another
It's
team's
physical.
waiting for you?
You're tired.
Yeah.
You're beat down, and you still got to go out there and perform. And it's a night game. You got to be able to get up at night. That's what I've always respected about that craft.
Yeah.
Is to get up at night all the time. Like, it's a little easier to play at 1-3:30.
you're
get
right.
Out the way,
Get that heartbeat going, and then
to
it
have-
stops, and then comes back again.
Imagine if we had to play Monday Night Football every single time we played a game. all 16 games of Monday Night Football, or it's at night when you waiting all day to play a game. But anyway, I digress. It was a really good win. It was a Washington Wizards, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you guys talk about that shooting from Cade Cunningham and 46 shot attempts, missed 31. He joined some company with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant as players under 24 to have the stat lines that they did with the amount of misses that they did too. But you look at Cade Cunningham after that hit from Whitmore in the air. They just deemed it a hard foul. You know what? We thought it was a little bit more to it, but for the NBA that we asked for, we're like, okay. And when we saw him get up and try and grit it off and walk off, he kind of stopped around half court and just bellied over. And you could hear everything go silent, and then the crowd start chanting MVP.
Did that piss you? That pissed me off. Okay,
and the way he stood over him, man.
Yeah.
It's just like,
so I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I have in my rundown. I thought my favorite part of the game, even if they would have lost, I wrote it down. Cam Whitmore, with 4.5 left to go in the fourth, knocks Cade Cunningham down right along the baseline.
Yep.
Pulls his shirt up, like, I don't know if he's pulling out of his shorts or what. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, okay? Like, Cade Cunningham's going to be intimidated by Cam flipping Whitmore, okay, who had 20 points. Cade Cunningham, after that point, after the 4.5 minutes, he had 17 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. In other words, I had almost as many points after you did that, mother trucker, than you did the entire 24 minutes on the floor.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be so mad at that. I'm actually happy that he was stupid enough to incite Cade, because let's not act like Cade didn't do that a couple nights ago when he dunked on him. He lifted his shirt up and did it. It comes with the game.
Okay.
And he did, like, Cade did the same exact thing when he dunked on Andre Drummond the other night. It's fun. It's a part of the territory. But just know when you do it to Cade isn't going to get back at you with dumb stuff, petty stuff, get in your face and figure it out. Cade will get back at you where it matters, and that's in the stat book and the W column.
Yeah, he doesn't play for the Washington Commanders.
Not at all.
He's not swinging.
That's how you want to play it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's done that a couple times this year, too.
Yeah.
What was the one he got blocked and came back with the
Oubre, man.
Kelly Oubre.
He just talked about it yesterday. He came back to back.
Yeah.
3 plays.
Made 3 buckets in a row, and Kelly Oubre said, damn, maybe I should shut my mouth.
I'd rather that than, and
this
is my player, and we will talk about him today, and players that, well, we'll tease that later. Brian Branch. Like, that's what Brian Branch, pay attention. Start learning that way. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to feed into everything that happens. You play 17 games. You play playoffs. You don't feed in everything. You see K's, all right, cool. This is how you want to play. You want to talk stuff. You want to do a little extra. Cool. Get them back where it matters. Brian, go out there and knock somebody's head off the right way. Go out there and get a pick 6. Play like you played last game because you played well. Yeah. But that's how you do it. You don't have to feed into. You don't have to be one of the guys who does all this.
So the story, there's no question that the story is Cade Cunningham. I get it. Okay, when you put together the stat line, especially if he's kind of it's not like he's laying on the floor. But my problem with the overall theme is that I think we're losing sight how good Jalen Duren is becoming. Okay, and how he's improved his game.
Did you say $30 million?
Well, so that's where I was going. I'm glad you're reading my mind here. That means we've got good synergy here.
Yeah.
As much as we in the media talk about are the Tigers going to sign Tarek Skubal, how come we're not talking about the Pistons signing Jalen Duren?
Because I think people aren't necessarily still fully tapped into what the Pistons are doing. They're starting to, and I know it still sucks because of what they did last year, but I think people are starting to tap in, but they're watching Cade. They're not watching what Jalen Duren is doing.
Right.
And Jalen Duren is playing some basketball. This is what we wanted to see. This is what you talked about. You wanted the shot selection to be a little bit better. You want his bag to extend a little bit. And he's shown you that and he's been consistent. Mm-hmm. Like, we would see a couple games like this last year. We saw a game or two like this the year before that. But now it's back-to-back. Now it's, hey, no. Cade, I got you down here. I'll help you. You know, Cade did his thing. Bless his soul. He did all that. Had to shoot all those shots. But this goes back to the conversation we talked about. Jaden Ivey is necessary. Mm-hmm. Jaden Ivey is necessary because Cade can't keep this up.
You're right.
For the whole season.
They miss him in a game like
that. As amazing as it was last night to watch, I don't want Cade to have to do this every single night because he is going to get worn down and the body does wear out. The body wears out when you're the only guy. So Jaden, I want to see what that looks like because if we can get a guy to help Cade, he's capable of this. Now you get a guy to help him and what Duren is doing – You're already in first place. Now it gets a little bit better. It gets a little more consistent.
Yeah, and then you get Duncan Robinson, who's been a little bit better over the last week and a half.
Chemistry takes a second.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
How you fit into a team's offense, how you read off people, I don't think there's any doubt about that. But to do what they did last night without Marcus Sasser, without Jaden Ivey, without Isaiah Stewart, without Karis LeVert, without Tobias Harris.
Who the hell played?
Exactly.
Who the hell played?
Exactly.
Bobby Klintman, Dennis Jenkins, shout out, Javante Green.
Klintman played like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Jenkins he had 24 points in like 34 minutes.
Will
Right?
Bynum.
That's a career high.
Yeah, I've been telling people
Will
since he was
Bynum.
drafted.
Mike James played. Mike James,
There we-
really good play by Mike James.
Ronnie Stuckey.
Rodney
Ronnie
Stuckey.
Stuckey.
Rodney
Sorry.
Stuckey fouled out. Yeah, that's a good one. And Corleone Young made a quick appearance.
I think Bobby Sura got some minutes last night.
Did you take it back?
the former Florida State Seminole. Well played, Bobby Sura.
I'm not gonna lie. Like Bobby Sura was one of those players. Like when I see him on the TV, if he's part of the game, I'm like, hey, kudos to Bobby. Because he could jump. He
He's
was
just
in
a
the dunk.
vibe.
He was in the dunk contest.
like, right.
You know,
Oh, come on, be honest, because he's a white guy trying to do that stuff.
Well, back then, yeah.
He was just a vibe,
Like
man.
if I'm being honest here, like players that were like that, you like Bobby Shore was one, like Brent Berry was one, Dan Marley was one, like Casper, you like
Jason Williams is one.
Chris Mullins. Yeah, Chris Mullins. I don't care what you say. Chris Mullins is a brother. I don't care what you say. Chris Mullins talked more stuff. He talked more stuff than Mark Jackson.
Dude, Larry Bird's the closest brother there is. He's the closest white brother there is. Period.
Attitude, yes. The way he talked, Chris Mullins. Chris Mullins, my guy.
Well,
but no,
from what people told me,
Bird
Bird
was the one that said, he said, look, man, I just want to let you know, you got this white boy on you, man. It's real disrespectful. Like, he said that. I love Bird. Larry Legend.